All right, test. We are live. Welcome to tonight's stream. We'll get started here in about 5 minutes. Hello, Ben and Ben. If you are a beginner, if you are a newbie to all of this, to the world of Linux, now's your time, now's your chance to ask any questions that you may have. I will be on, this will be about a 1 hour show or so. So yeah, if you are a newbie and have questions or curious about Ubuntu or Linux or whatever, you may have heard about Linux. We will try to answer those concerns or questions for this evening. Today, we never got the snowstorm, at least where I live. We never got the prediction up to a foot. In fact, it's been kind of rainy and foggy and kind of dreary. So I don't have to shovel any snow, which is why I am on here tonight, hopefully to help someone. All right, so yeah, we'll get started in a few minutes. If you would like to sponsor a future live show, just send me an email at totalOStoday1@gmail.com. I do these live events at random, different topics. So, all right, looking good on my end. Get my notes ready. All right. So once again, don't be shy. I don't know how many people will be watching this tonight. This wasn't really scheduled. I thought I'd be shoveling out of a snowstorm today, but it never happened like I said. So here we are. The snow was starting as you were coming in from work earlier. Okay, I guess some parts got it, some didn't. I'm close to Pittsburgh. I get some places, some spots in Pittsburgh got hit. Yeah, it's been kind of boring. Yeah, I waited really for nothing today. I could have done an all-day show and not worry about it. But be that as it may, I'm not complaining. So. A lot of comments on my tea video. Didn't know we had so many connoisseurs of tea. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Lipton tea. They have this loose tea. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to boil it, drink it or snort it. I just want a regular tea bag, But that's a different topic altogether, right? Ben, you have a sore throat and a cold. You might sound funny. Oh, okay. Well, then you can you could do the entertaining tonight instead of me, right? Or not. All right. Well, it's almost 10. So yeah, welcome to another live Total OS Today live stream. We do all kinds of videos on this channel. Some on Linux, some on Windows, some just for fun, some just for laughs. This is a family-friendly channel, community-supported usually. So if you have any questions and you come across this now, I don't know how many people will get tonight. Again, this was a last-minute thing. It's not the right way to schedule a live stream at the last minute, but we'll see. Maybe we'll catch someone who's new to all this. Hey, if we can help one new person tonight, then that is one new person who may not need help in the future, right? That's how I see it. So, and it'll all be worth it. Ben, if you really are sick, yeah, just chill and do what you have to do to Be healthy. Look, I know what it's like to catch a cold and stuffy nose and sore throat, not be able to sleep. It's not fun. Yeah. There's only one thing worse than Linux bugs, and that's body bugs, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. I guess Columbus, Ohio is getting hammered. We were lucky. Let's see. Hello, Steve. Benjamin Eldridge, welcome. Yes, Benjamin Eldridge, it is important to make new users feel welcome. I totally agree. So all you newbies out there, why are you so freaking dumb? It's 2019. I'm just kidding, just kidding. Welcome. We have to do laughs, because if there's no laughs, then what's the point, right? Anyway, yes, new users are always welcome. Hey, I started off as a newbie. As soon as I was born, I was a newbie, right? Duh. Steve, Sleepy, would you like to jump on? Laughs equals life. Yes. That sounds like a title of a movie. Laughs equals life. So yeah, if anybody wants to jump on, let me know, because I'm just waiting for newbie questions. So Mugen, what's up, man? All right, let's send out some invites. All right, check your emails, gentlemen. Let's see. Switch and Dan. Okay, very good. Ooh, it's bad in New York, snow. So if you live in New York tonight, forget about it. Stay home, right? Alrighty, there we go. All right, gentlemen, check your emails. Again, this show for tonight is for newbies, so I will be waiting for newbie questions. Yeah. Ben Fitz, you really want to jump on? You're not feeling well? I don't know, man. I mean, I want to have you on, but look, I know what it's like to get sick. It's horrible. You need to stay hydrated. Drink lots of fluids, even if you're not thirsty. Trust me, it works. And lots of sleep. So yeah. Yes, Linux user, you can jump on. All right, Ben Fitz, there you go. If you feel worse tomorrow, don't blame it on me. It is really coming down there in New York. 2 feet by Sunday in New York. Hey, forget about it. Hello, Benjamin.
Hello? Are you?
There we go.
Got the new headset in.
Nice. So we'll wait for the other users to jump in. There's Danielle. He has to get his pilot headphones on.
Good evening.
Hey, Stevie boy, ba boo. Good evening.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Ben.
Hello.
We are all in this wintry.
I got nothing today, just rain and dreary fog so far. We got nothing, nada.
Yeah,
I got some of that white fluffy stuff.
Did you? Yeah, I mean, I was ready. I had my 2 bags of salt, my shovel. I had my son with me in case I had to shovel snow. I got Zippo.
I was up at 5:30 this morning.
You were
Home
lucky.
with the wife.
I got about
Yes.
4 or 5 inches.
Did you? Yeah. So far, we've been lucky. And Pittsburgh
It's
is like
cold.
30 minutes away. So I guess we were on that dividing line, between stable and unstable, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, I
It's
got
like
lucky.
a total of 10 degrees here.
It's warm. It's
dropping.
last time I checked, it was 38. So that's why it's all rain. Now, for freezes, it'll be bad. But, yeah, today, like nothing. I was waiting and I could have done an all-day show, man. I could have done I could have done a telethon. Thanks, Weather Channel. You suck. No, I'm just kidding.
They do. No, you're not kidding.
Well, you know what? I understand. Better safe than sorry. I get it.
I mean, the phone apps are not even right. The weather people that are local here aren't even right on the local stations.
What I've noticed here versus Florida, it's 50-50 hit and miss. So, I mean, do you want to be on a road and take a chance? I wouldn't. I just happen to be home. But, I mean, I waited, and anyway,
I would
I'm
at
okay.
least like the local stations to update their data before it comes, They just say 10 inches and you get 3, That's stuff
I
like
know.
that.
It sounds like they're all their systems have Linux bugs in it or something,
Yeah.
Jeez, come on, use Windows already. Just kidding.
The only thing I can depend on is the radar app on my phone. It basically tells you when the stuff is floating
Okay.
your way.
Yeah.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, I mostly use the National Weather Service, weather.gov, for my weather. It's not
I
perfect.
used AccuWeather.
Yeah.
I use the NORAD radar.
Here it's 34 degrees.
I'm using the Mars rover on the planet, and that's the most accurate.
Ben, you're having a heat wave.
Yeah. In Louisville, you're 34. Wow.
Yes. Yes, Steve, we are.
It's raining, so it's warm.
Wow.
Last
Yeah.
I checked, it was
I
38.
started this whole sore throat thing last night. That's when I first started feeling it.
Drink lots of fluids, my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm drinking this
Okay.
on Winston.
Saint
Yeah, so what,
Raphael,
4 cans
say
of
your
root beer.
Saint Raphael, say your prayer for Benny boy. He's sick.
Greetings.
Hey, Vince. Hey, Tom.
Thanks, Thomas.
Hey, hello.
What's
everyone.
up?
Just a
Hi,
second.
Tom. How did I see?
Welcome all. So again, this is
Yeah.
a newbies only show tonight. Well, not us, but for
No,
you
not
people.
us, no.
Yeah, well, not me. Maybe these guys. No, just kidding. But no, if we have any newbies out there watching, we are here to answer questions. This was a late-minute stream. Like I said, I thought I was going to
Late-minute
get hit with storm.
All right, can we hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
We
you
can
now,
hear you
Mr.
now.
Verizon. Yeah,
Actually, he works for Sprint now.
I
Who,
know.
me? What?
No,
Well,
It's
There's
that
a
old
guy-
commercial.
can you hear me now, guy?
Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Good.
Yeah, I think he
Can you
works
hear
for
me now?
Sprint now.
Good.
Can you hear
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to
I
log into a
heard-
different browser because hashtag Bodie sucks.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I can
know
only
you use
offer my
both.
advice as an advanced newbie.
Very well. Well, I want to hear from some newbies out here. Come on.
Hey,
I know it was a
switched to
last
Linux.
minute thing, so
Hey, Louie, how's it going?
You should just use Linux Mint or Ubuntu and install the Moksha desktop on there.
It's the Moksha desktop that sucks.
Oh,
The Matcha desktop. I've
We'll
never heard of
install
that one.
Cinnamon or Gnome on Bodhi.
Yeah, no,
Moksha is the continuation of Enlightenment, right?
Okay.
Or that desktop environment.
Yeah, so it's not really
Yeah.
a desktop environment as much as it is it's a Windows manager.
Mm.
But
There's
I
stuff
imagine-
I haven't tried and I'm not going to try.
Yeah, I'd probably not try this one.
Yeah,
No.
I tried
So
and
what's
I don't either.
I tried Enlightenment once, and it broke my other desktop environments. I guess it had a lot of conflicting components to it.
I really like this desktop environment that I'm using now. It seems to be very rock solid. I don't even have pulse audio issues.
Nice.
When I turn on the computer, the volume levels for everything are just as if I left them. They're not reset or anything.
What are you
What
on,
are you
Dan?
using now, Dan?
Nice.
What are you using, Dan?
I'm using a Ubuntu 1804 Mate.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I have then the other machine, and this one it's 1810.
I wish I
That's
could
good.
have somebody tell me how I could put different wallpapers on different monitors, though.
on which desktop?
Mate.
I'm not sure it supports it. The only one I know of for sure that does out of the box is XFCE.
Manjaro does.
KDE does too.
Mate? On
What
Mate?
on Raspberry Pi?
Okay. Yeah.
Check
Guess
the
I'm on
forums, Dan. I don't do that. Yeah, I just have one
Yeah.
big monitor, 40-incher in front of me here. But yeah.
Oh,
KDE supports different wallpapers for different monitors.
I think it does. I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
This goes back to the old age thing about Linux that I've always complained about. You can try every Linux and you're going to find one or two things about it that irritate you that you will have to live with.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's some. I think that is a generality. There's I don't think there's anything about Cinnamon that drives me crazy.
I mean, that applies to Windows too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well, I installed Budgie last night, and I was on it. I was, watching Big Daddy Linux, and I was cleaning up after dinner while I was listening, and all of a sudden I hear a chime on from Budgie, and I look, and the screen turned sideways. It flipped. It's got the laptop I was on, and it has an NVIDIA card in it. It's got the NVIDIA driver. I had Peppermint on that. Never, ever, ever had that happen.
That's
And then
wild.
I had to go backwards with the mouse to try to close it and all that. It was a pain in the butt.
Guys,
But
this
Budgie's
is not
going bye-bye.
this is not encouraging newbies to ask questions to make them feel safe tonight. So it's
I do
all
get
about
to stay away from
bugs.
Budgie.
Well, you're on Windows. What encouragement is that?
They didn't know until now. Thanks, Dan.
That
Transparency.
Yeah, but it's a 30-day test. Honestly, I don't think, you know what? I don't think I'll go 30 days. I don't think it'll be necessary. You want to know why? Because it's slow. I know it would be with the hard disk versus solid state drive. And the update process still sucks, but you know what? It's stable. So what am I going to prove? Really, after 2 weeks or the first week, it's been a week now. What am I proving? That it's stable? We already know that. It's the
Windows
other stuff.
10 is like Linux. Some people get a stable version that works perfectly all the time, and other people just fight with it because it just wants to do crazy things.
Here's the thing. I've gotten comments in the past where, Windows is so unstable because this happened and that happened. I'm like, okay, did you buy your machine new? No, it's a copy or a pirated copy or this and that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
duh.
I wouldn't say Windows is buggy. Windows has some bugs, but I wouldn't say it's buggy necessarily.
Yeah,
outside
it's
of rare instances.
Yeah, there's no machine, there's no OS that's perfect, but
Yeah.
The biggest bug it's got that grinds me that I will not use Windows 10 over is the end users agreement.
Yep,
I will
that would
not
be-
accept that.
Dan, I'm going to boot up my Mate into double monitors right now and see if I can get that figured out for you.
All right.
Because I do actually have a Mate on here.
Very
But I'll
good.
be right back. I need to
Very-
find another monitor.
all right, trying to make her welcome.
Man, what kind of crap did I stir up?
I don't know, but Outdoors and Tech, welcome. Laughing out loud, that was funny. Well, thank you.
You do say anything for a laugh, right?
That is true. Almost anything. Trying to make girl. You don't know the difference between LibreOffice and OpenOffice. Switch could probably answer that the best because he uses a lot of Libre.
Yeah, Libre was a fork, and it just got developed better than OpenOffice.
OpenOffice began, I think it was an Apache project. And then somehow over the years, somehow LibreOffice picked it up Like Apache set it down, quit working on it.
Well, we have people in the chat who can't spell. Ubuntu is probably garbage. Joel says Ubuntu is probably garbade. Is like a new package manager? Hi, Joel. Hi, you again. Ubuntu is solid.
Ubuntu's only
simple.
garbage if you're using it with GNOME.
Well, even GNOME is solid in my test machine. It's not my favorite desktop environment, but it appears with limited extensions. That's the thing. You start pouring on extensions. But I installed 3 extensions. One of them made it go kafooey. And the 2 extensions worked. Bugan says, I bite me. I love you too, Bugan. Anyway, Joel says, it's your crappy ergonomic Microsoft communist keyboard. It's those damn Russians, I know.
Yeah, what's up with them?
Toss.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'm hearing crunchy. Somebody got
Go
like
ahead,
a bag
Mr.
of
Lennox,
chips.
you have the floor.
Yeah. Louie?
Is that his name, Louie?
I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
we all know
Sure,
who
shut up.
Louie is.
Okay.
He's young man that's always trying to get on toss.
Skybear, welcome. OpenOffice originally developed on micro systems known as Star Office. Oh.
The audio is really choppy.
Well, I think LibreOffice is the one to go with now.
Yeah. I can hear you, Louie.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any choppy, but
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. We can hear you fine right now, so.
I'm getting a little bit, but I can make it out pretty good.
Yeah, I don't, I use LibreOffice
Can you hear me now?
sparingly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just
No, you-
muted.
Okay.
Yeah. You just muted, yeah.
The audio was really. The audio was really choppy. What distro should I put on my Raspberry Pi?
I don't use a Raspberry Pi, so I don't know.
What are you going to use it for?
Thoughts? I'm gonna use it for a testing computer. So, what's a great distro to just start with?
Whichever distro you want to use, you have to find something that supports ARM processors.
Yeah, Ubuntu Mate has a build for it, I think.
Okay.
At
I
least they have an
want to
ARM.
use I don't really like Ubuntu Mate. Will Linux Mint 19.1 work on there?
No, there's no ARM build for it. A Raspberry Pi has an
Yeah,
ARM
I'll just do
processor.
Ubuntu
and-
Mate. Just install a different DE.
yeah, I mean, hey, there's actually a Raspberry Pi for there's a
Okay.
Windows 10 Raspberry Pi. If you want.
I'll just
Wow.
Yeah,
Did
there
not
is.
know that. Imagine that.
It might be an IoT build,
Okay.
so like no desktop, but I don't know for sure. Can't say I've ever played with it.
Okay.
link to that.
A link to it, you'll have to look it up.
And by the way, for all the newbies watching, Raspberry Pi is not food.
You'll have to look it up. I can't look for it right now.
Because
There's
it's
four
10
other things.
gigabyte Raspberry Pi.
I mean, you can always, if you want a Raspberry Pi to run the way Raspberry Pi should run with a basic desktop, then you use Raspbian. That's what it's built for. And so that Raspbian gives you the ability to run, I think they give you one of the Office suites. They give you a full desktop environment that's very much like a Mate type desktop. It's not Mate, but it's probably XFCE or LXQD or something.
Joel, some of your comments, I don't think theology class is working for you, buddy.
Okay, I'm back. It just messed up. It said call error.
Hello, Linux Dabbler. Welcome. Well, we're trying to get newbies to ask the question. Maybe we just scared them all. Oh my God! I gotta have a Raspberry Pi to use Linux. Do I need whipped cream too?
No, you don't. You can run Linux off of a USB drive or anything.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
You can buy a new machine, a separate machine to use Linux on. You can use it on a Raspberry Pi.
Yep.
Or a USB stick or an SD card.
Those are possible answers to possible newbie questions.
Well, I would tell any newbie to ask us before they go to the forums.
Yeah, and start screaming it.
Well, I think we talked about this last night. I think, was that you, Switch, or somebody said that the Linux Mint forums are good, the Ubuntu forums are good, Ubuntu Mate is pretty good.
Avoid the Manjaro forums and the Arch forums. Those can get pretty rude. That's why Joe Johnson absolutely hates Manjaro. It's because the forums were so rude to him. And I think it was Pizza had the same thing. Yeah, they were flat out abusive to that kid. He was simply trying to ask a question.
Really?
They got pretty nasty with me too.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not. That's really why I don't hang out on forums. All right, Dan. So the only thing I'm seeing with installing monitors on like a different wallpaper and separate monitors is to install. Looks like it's called Hydra.
Spell it for me.
Hold on, I'm looking for the name of it again.
Oh.
Hydra paper. So HYDRAPAPER.
Hydra paper.
Yeah.
God, man, it sounds like something from the ocean.
But everything I'm seeing, this is basically in GNOME, so I don't know if that'd work. I cannot find anything about doing it in the thing.
Hydra sounds like Charmin's new role of whatever. But
I'm not going to add add-ons and break my distro. It's been working too good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see another way, at least here, and
I can live with the wallpaper on both monitors being the same. It's not that big of a deal because I usually have something covering up one monitor anyway.
Dan, here's a solution. Get a 40-inch monitor like me, split it in half. You can have one paper on the left, one on the right, and you're good to go, man.
Well, what I'll say is this, is with the i3, I use something called nitrogen to do my wallpapers. Some wallpapers I've noticed, and it doesn't do it with all of them, and I haven't figured out why it does it with only some of them. Some wallpapers are stretched across both of my screens. So some of them mirror it, but then some of them just like take the image and stretch it.
I think that might depend on the size of the wallpaper.
It might be, or the resolution or something.
And there's a setting down at the bottom of nitrogen where you can actually have different ways of putting it, right?
Yeah. Here, let me see.
No, Joel, I don't have a Bill Gates wallpaper. I have a wallpaper of Florida. If Bill Gates is vacationing in Florida, then yes, you can say technically I have Bill Gates wallpaper. Now I switched between Florida. I had a wallpaper of Bruce Lee. It was a screenshot from his last movie. It's kind of cool.
I will be right back, folks. I gotta go start some ice cream.
All right. Hi, Mugen. How Tim F is? Yeah. How is? I haven't heard anything from Tim.
I haven't seen him since I think was it the first stream of the year you had? Or
he was on. Didn't he say last week he had to go back in the hospital, had to go for a checkup or something?
Oh wow!
I think that's what it was. He had to. I think that's what it was or something. I don't know. Tim, I hope you're okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Best wishes, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe too much of that. What was that beer he was drinking? I don't.
Or it was the frying pan.
Oh, too much of the frying pan therapy.
The Twizzlers? What do you say, Twizzlers?
I know, the Twizzlers. Yeah, Twizzler. Yeah, he was stacking on those one night, yeah. Twizzler OS. I kind of like the sound of that, yeah. Why not? Makes as much sense as calamari installer, celluloid video player. Anyway.
Have any of you tried out the new Tux, the Super Tux Carts online server game edition?
Do y'all want to see the official Linux User 608 mascot? I have a picture of it on paper.
You do.
Yeah, it's right here. Hold
Linux
on.
Dabbler, you had to update your BIOS to get Debian testing to boot. That's first I've heard of that in the BIOS. Interesting.
Linux Dabbler, do you use BIOS or do you have UEFI?
Okay. Here it is. Let me.
All right.
Looks good.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Thanks. All I did was need the website where I clicked on the link where Switch to Linux got his logo, where it talks about it on his website, and I downloaded that image, and I just put text on it in GIMP.
GIMP is good stuff.
It is.
However, Krita is just as good too. It has its good points.
I can't figure out how to change the text size in Krita, actually.
I made my logo you see by my name in the comments in Krita by accident.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, because it gave me a box to put in text. And
My
I
last
started putting
logo.
some text in it, and I grabbed the box with the cursor by accident and actually lifted it up 45 degrees.
Is Krita easier than GIMP?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's got its own complications.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's like it's more of a paint program.
Okay.
It's like, for newbies, it's basically Microsoft Paint.
Okay.
But it's a pain in the butt.
Okay.
It works good also with touch screen computers and devices, so you can paint with your fingers.
On my
Okay.
touchscreen laptop, that's what I use it for, but yeah, I mostly use a mouse because it's just easier.
Okay. Let's establish the UEFI. Okay. The microcode was out of date. Okay. Yeah, I don't usually mess with updates on the BIOS though.
Yeah, it's not recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
unless
the problem I ran into with my new motherboard and older distros is the microcode was kind of really laggy. It made the machine run slower than it really does.
What older distro do you use?
Well, I think I used Debian stable, and it wasn't too stable because the kernel it had the microcode was ancient, and I needed more modern AMD microcode.
You have an AMD motherboard?
I have an Asus motherboard that takes a Ryzen 7 processor.
Oh, okay.
Actually, this might be a good topic to talk on. What's sort of the best hardware to get started with Linux on?
Oh, yay!
Team Red.
I have a couple computers running i5s which run beautifully, but I also have Ryzens which run very beautifully.
Guess what?
Now, older Ryzens, fine everywhere. Newer Ryzens, you need to be using a more recent kernel. So, like 417, 418, I think, is where they support Ryzen out of the box now. entirely.
And that's
Does
the problem
Ubuntu-
it seems like I was having.
Ubuntu on their website, I believe, has a hardware compatibility list, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty good the last time I checked, yeah.
Does Ubuntu Budgie work with Raspberry Pi? Because I don't see a thing for it. But
Not that I know of.
okay, I'll just do
You wouldn't
Ubuntu
want to
instead.
try it anyway, though, because Budgie is based on GNOME and it's very system heavy. A Raspberry Pi does not have a lot of system resources.
I know it has specs from the 90s, except Wi-Fi and stuff.
Well, that's why you want to run an XFCE or something that's super lightweight.
Okay, I'm
I wouldn't,
downloading.
if you're trying to do any type of desktop stuff with it, you want to use Raspberry. That's what it's designed for.
I'm fixing to download Ubuntu Mate for it and Raspbian.
Okay.
Tranime Girl says, you love GNOME, but the current lock screen bug is really... Which version are you using again? Because I don't recall that. What would you suggest to a GNOME lover as an alternative? So you like something with a lot of jazz to it, really slick looking? Is that what you're looking for? Or maybe Plasma as an alternative in terms of slickness? If you just want to keep it simple, Mate even XFCE, although those are not quite as slick looking.
I would say if you're looking for the
Switch to
flashiness,
Linux.
I think Budgie is a very good alternative to GNOME.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Even
switch to
with
Linux.
Budgie or XFCE, or Mate or XFCE, they're so customizable that you can make it look like whatever you want to.
You can. There's more work
Yeah.
to it, but you can. Yeah. Mhm.
It's a little more complicated.
Yeah.
Louie, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. How do I how do you set up Open Source Media Center on a Raspberry Pi?
You go to their website and they have entire instructions on how to do it.
Okay.
It's, I think, if I remember correctly, and you'd have to read the instructions, but if I remember correctly, you need to download the image. Now, it's they don't give you an ISO. If I remember correctly, they give you an image file, an IMG. So you need to use. I think if you just open it on anything that has disks will write it to the SD card. Plug the SD card in, and then it's going to walk you through the setup. I think that's all you have to do, but you might have to read the documentation.
I have the GNOME desktop environment on here, so it has disks. It's has the GNOME and Budgie on here. Oh, there's a disk image thing for it.
Yep. Yeah, and with Raspberry Pi stuff, you don't generally have ISOs, you have IMGs. It's just the way Raspberry Pis run. They're a little bit different than the rest of the Linux.
Oh, yeah, img.gz.
Yeah, so what you need to do is just, you need to put that on, and I think just GNOME disks will do that. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Just for Linux newbies, Raspberry Pi is not for newbies.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's one thing you'll learn tonight. Hey, I'm a newbie, and I will
Sorry.
not use Raspberry Pi. That's okay.
Sorry.
I mean, that has to be mentioned sooner or later. So, yeah.
In order to have a Raspberry Pi, either you really want to tinker with it or you have a purpose in mind.
Let's start with, real quick, what is a Raspberry Pi? And so a Raspberry Pi is a microcomputer. Now, my full-size one's downstairs, but this one, if I can get the case off of it, is a Raspberry Pi Zero. Oh, come on. So it is the size of a tiny little computer. This guy here, I think this one, if I remember correctly, is a dual core, and it's got HDMI. It's got this one here I got specifically because it does not have any onboard networking. So everything networking I have to attach to boards and stuff. So you use it. Oh, there's a, is that one, which model is that one?
This one's a 3.
3. Okay. So the idea of it is it's kind of an IoT type device. So you can get things like Mycroft installed on it. So it's like your own open source smart speaker, or you can do, I use mine for either video game emulation, or I have mine attached to my TV and what's called Open Source Media Center, which basically converts my dumb TV into a smart TV running exclusively Linux and open source software. So it's just a little computer that just has a lot of cool functionality.
All right, so these
Okay,
so these little Pi gadgets, what are normally the specs on these?
Like a gigabyte of RAM with an ARM processor.
Okay.
It actually depends on which one you get, because they have a lot of different ones. They have non-Pis that are Pi like clones by other manufacturers that have stronger processors, more RAM, more USB ports, even HDMI ports, and there's all kinds of them you can find out there that do different. There's this one called a Tinker board. It has I/O inputs, so you can hook a header cable to it and have it talk to other devices.
Yep, and actually all Raspberry Pis have those too. So like this one here, it's actually it's kind of like a mini one. So it's this array here that this actually doesn't have anything on it. What you'll see is it's kind of holes, and there is, I'm not sure if I have one.
Yeah, there's a header pin thing that goes in the holes.
Yep. So I got right here. So this guy here is kind of your pin block that goes in there. So on this particular model, it's not there. My other model, the pins are there because, you know, it's a bigger model. That one's huge. It's the size of a credit card. This one's a quarter of a credit card size.
Switch. Kenny's at her. Yeah, he is asking a question. Your camera is sputtering tonight.
Mine is?
Yeah. It could be the weather. I know it's...
Hashtag Bodie sucks.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm on
What are you
right
on,
now.
Bodie?
Yeah, I'm on Bodie right now.
Okay, well, that explains it.
Yep.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye, Louie.
thanks for
Take care.
stopping in.
Yeah, see you.
So, to clarify this, I mean, I know what a Pi is, but generally speaking, so a Raspberry Pi is mainly just for, like, tinkerers? Experiments? Mainly?
Well, sort of. Yeah, there's a little bit of tinkery, but you know, you get it for a specific task or a project. Like if you wanted to get a weather station because you hate the weather, you can actually buy a Raspberry Pi and a weather station kit for it that has all of the sensors, attach it to your house and stuff, and it will literally give you the weather probably better than the Weather Channel can.
Wow.
You get them for specific applications. So I use mine for the media center, gaming emulation. Actually, my VPN is also a Raspberry Pi. So I have a VPN built in so I can call into my own network when I'm not here.
Imagine that.
I know
yeah.
my buddy had one. I think it had a FM transmitter in it, so he could turn it into a local broadcast station. So he can pipe in music from the house. You know, it's the same, I guess, principle as Bluetooth, but now it's just strictly FM.
Who would have thought a cool gadget based on food dessert? Raspberry Pi.
I'm telling you.
I think I've also seen people make interesting projects out of hundreds of Raspberry Pis connected together into a supercomputer.
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky.
Hello, Ricky. Ricky, do you have a Raspberry Pi? Not the food, but the actual thing.
Yeah, I don't have a Raspberry Pi, but I got some ice cream I'm making.
I do want to get a Raspberry Pi to learn how to use them, see what they're about.
Yeah, and they're inexpensive.
Yeah.
My experience with them things is if you're gonna if you want one, think of a purpose to use it for. I have lots of gadgets over in my other room, all boxed up. I've made over the years, where I thought, "Ooh, this is cool," and I paid like $100 or $200 for it, and monkeyed with it. And why did I buy this? I don't have a purpose for it, and threw them aside.
The good thing about the Raspberry Pis is they're cheap.
Yeah. They started what, $30?
Yeah, I think I thought Raspberry Pi Zero was a little cheaper.
I mean, at worst case scenario, you get a Raspberry Pi and you get the accoutrements that plug into it and stuff like that. You have basically a second computer.
Okay. Interesting. Once again, not for newbies.
I know a buddy that uses a Raspberry Pi for like his ham radio equipment and stuff.
Okay, that would make sense.
There's a purpose for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You liking your headset there, Ben?
Oh, it's beautiful.
The what kind is it?
Good.
I think it's a Dragon headset.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like I think $30 on Amazon.
Joel says Raspberry Pi cannot run KDE, so stuff it.
Stuff it full of raspberry.
Stuff it. Okay. Well, with stuffed peppers.
Raspberry.
You have to upgrade to the Strawberry Pi.
Yeah.
Rhubarb.
Jeffrey Naylor, welcome. Are you new to the stream, Jeffrey? If you are, everybody say hello to Jeffrey Naylor.
Hello, Jeffrey.
And if you are a newbie to Linux, now's the chance, at your own risk, to ask a newbie question. Oh, you're not new? Okay, well, welcome anyway. Oh, man. I'm just looking at the oddball user to the left side of the screen. I'll save this for last. Some people. Anyway, yes, this is a newbie stream. I am not a newbie. I don't know about the rest of the... No, I'm just kidding, So for tonight, if you're watching this and you are new, we really try to be as friendly as possible. Ask a question and one of us will try to answer it. No question is too stupid to ask. If you are completely new to the world of Linux, we all have to start somewhere. So the Chinese say the longest journey begins with the first step. So take the first step.
Have any of you tried the new VirtualBox 6.0 yet?
I've been meaning
Upgraded
to, but I have not. Since I'm running Windows, I may test it tomorrow, but no.
Yeah, I've been procrastinating about actually upgrading it myself. Ubuntu wanted me to upgrade some 5.22 to 5.24, and I'm like, why does it want me to upgrade to 5.244 or 2.244 or whatever when there's a 6 out?
I've noticed in the past sometimes running VMware will give me better performance in Linux, especially. I'm not sure why.
Well,
in the past. Yeah.
To answer Dan's question, the reason is because Ubuntu is only going to push out a major package change, an up version from a 5 to a 6 the next time the repository is a refresh, so the next refresh cycle. So that's why it's only going to give you that one. It's going to, so they'll get you the point security releases, but they're not going to give you the new versions.
So I have to manually go dig it out and put it in.
Yeah, if you wanted to run it, you'd have to get a repo or a Flatpak.
That explains why we're all still on the old stuff.
Is that done for stability reasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I have a couple of VMs that I really do not want disturbed, trashed, or not accessible.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, and that's one of the reasons actually I don't update my kernels much, because, man, every time you need to update a kernel, that could really mess up your VirtualBox as well.
Yeah.
By the way, I was going to say VirtualBox is one of the best ways for newbies to test a Linux distribution if you don't want to give up Windows.
And you mentioned VMware, which is probably has a little bit better support. The major reason, at least I don't use it, is because of licensing. If you are at home using it yourself for your own personal testing, you are perfectly justified. But those of us doing videos, it would be a violation of the terms for us to use it on a monetized video.
Who pays attention to the terms of service anyway? Look at Windows 10, I know. You make a point. You make a point. All I'm saying is in Windows, I really haven't noticed any performance better or worse either way. In Linux, the VMware seemed, I don't know about now, seems to run a little bit better. So,
well, the only experience I had with VirtualBox 6 was I put OpenSUSE on it, Tumbleweed. It seems to be running okay.
Okay. VirtualBox USB, good ways for newbies to try Linux safely. The best way again is with a separate machine. ThinkPads work great, but if you want to realize the full power, I sound like the full power of the dark side. No, if you want to realize the full potential, just get a Chromebook. A $200 Chromebook should be plenty. You won't have problems with bugs. Everything will work out of the box. If you have the budget, get a Pixelbook. It's the Linux machine from what I've read in terms of power, stability, what it can do. You can even, now they're saying you can load your own distro if you want. Dual boot Windows. I'm not sure why you'd want to. You can load some Linux apps. It's awesome. But that being said, a separate machine like a ThinkPad, then you can install anything you want for Linux.
Yeah, what I'll say is for hardware, I would say go with a ThinkPad. Any hardware would do, but I would say stay away from Broadcom. And like if anybody has any other hardware that's like a nightmare, maybe you could bring that up. But
NVIDIA.
Yeah, a lot of people complain about NVIDIA stuff, but yet they go to leaps and bounds to get it to work.
There's a question from Peabody. How hard is it to run Manjaro? I've always run Mint. Anyone want to tackle that one?
Well, here's the thing about cutting-edge systems, and you guys know this. Manjaro is based on Arch. And all I can tell you is 2 years ago, Spatry challenged me to an honest challenge, run Manjaro as a full install and give my honest opinion. No problem. I had my ThinkPad. I had an issue once with the installer, figured it out. Now, I'm not a newbie anymore, but I wasn't too picky about that. Got it installed, got it running, but all I can tell you is it seemed like after I activated the AUR and it came up with a warning, this might blow up. Sure enough, the system almost blew up. I ran into bugs, it went update, it slowed down, I stopped. I knew it was coming. I had a feeling it would, but I gave my honest opinion. Now, that being said, if you're going to run anything based off of AR, don't turn on the AUR. you're probably gonna be okay. I say probably. When you run cutting edge software, you might get cut. It's that simple. It's been proven in the past. I don't care what anybody says. If there's a Windows 11 coming out and it's cutting edge, it's gonna have issues. That's all there is to it. Or Mac OS or anything else, you know. Years ago, when I was doing the News Nonsense and the A-Team with Spatry and Infinitely Galactic, Spatry was practically begging me, try Arch, you'll love it, you have total control, it's this and that. I agreed. No way I was going to try it. The one weekend he came on and he says, you know, Toss, you were right. I don't have time to fix bugs. I've had it with Arch. I'm going to go back to this, to that. And okay, no problem. You know, now he's using Manjaro, which is a little bit more user-friendly, you know. But that's just the way it is. It's the way it is. So you use cutting-edge software, something's going to happen.
Manjaro is nice. It is appealing. I've tried it 4 times. The problem is it's so cutting edge. They roll out releases nearly every day for different packages.
I found myself, okay, that's a bug, fixed it. I started fixing things. I have patience. But after a while, I'm like, come on, man. So
after a while,
forget about it.
You just want to use the machine and not have to repair it every time you hit the power switch.
I knew I was in trouble when I couldn't play music CDs. And Spatry, who plays music CDs? And I agree, but that wasn't the point.
Who plays DVDs?
I couldn't play. No, I got it. I fixed it. I fixed it because I figured it out. I did some research. You know, I don't give up that, but that wasn't the point.
Anyway. My experience with Manjaro, and I am a Mint user, and I keep Mint for my production, but my experience on Manjaro has been overwhelmingly positive. I've never had it break. I've never had it blow up. I've never had it die. I found it very easy to use, and you know, that's my experience.
Yeah. Arch 2 years ago. Yeah. Arch was on my channel on the poll was voted the #1 Arch distro. I agree for power users and for total control. I totally agree. For newbies, forget about it.
Yeah, and let's address this for any newbies. The Manjaro, the real difference between Mint and Manjaro is that Mint is so conservative with packages. They have a reputation of sometimes being old. That's because it's stable. It's not going to break on you. It's not going to die on you. And that is really the battle between the Linux users is the tankers who do Linux because it's the cool thing to do, and those of us that are actually trying to do life with Linux. And for me, I don't care how cool and cutting edge and brand new it is. I care, can I accomplish the tasks I need to do? I do not have time to stop and fix a computer. I just don't. And so Mint has stable packages. Manjaro is, we keep using the word cutting edge. What that means is that it always has the latest packages. It's always rolled out. It's always brand new. It's always on the edge of what is new in the world. That is what some people need. But your average production person, that's not the way businesses work. That's, you know, businesses, they're still an XP for a reason. They don't want to change. It works. Let's not break it.
You know, when I distro hop, it was for a reason. I wanted to learn about Linux. So even though I would download something, know it was cutting edge, and I was still learning, I didn't care. I wanted to learn about it because I think it's a smart thing to do when you're starting off. But be patient. Well, after 2,000 videos and over 10 years, you know, maybe I should just stop doing it before I go cuckoo. You know, but I'm glad I did it, so I learned. But yeah, for tinkerers and power users, go with your Arch, go with your Manjaros.
If you're a newbie and you're thinking about Manjaro, I would recommend trying MX Linux first. They're very identical in many ways, but what's underneath the hood is completely different.
That's based off of Debian Stable, yeah.
Yeah, they both use XFC open box desktop, which is real easy to manipulate. It doesn't crash like Manjaro when it gets an update.
I got to give Joel a point for tonight for the I got my pad. See what Joel says. Ask English Bob which one is best for each hour. That's what for you, Joel. Thanks for making me laugh. Oh man, that's probably true.
If you try the MX Linux 18, which is out now, you're going to find that it's going to be just like Manjaro when you go if you want to try Manjaro as far as the desktop works.
MX has a nice set of tools or something. Or,
there's a reason it's real close in distro watch to Manjaro. They're like kissing each other there on the column.
Okay. That's right, Jeffrey. I normally use the Mate, not for the Windows 10 challenge I did to myself. Look, hard disk drives compared to solid state drives, they suck. That's all I can tell you. That's what I'm running Windows 10 on. It seems like it's forever compared to Ubuntu Mate with the solid state drive, but it's stable. So but I'll probably wind up switching it to a solid state drive one of these days and just clone it and switch it over. But
for generally backing up data, I would prefer to use a mechanical solid rotating drive just to back up my data on rather than an SSD.
Sure.
Well, in my ThinkPad, I do have a solid state drive where I put the operating system. I did buy the drive caddy, and I put a secondary terabyte hard drive in it for where I have my home folder mounted. So
some computers you can buy those hybrid. I think they call them hybrid drives or whatever, right?
I realized I jumped back on.
Yeah.
Wazza 64. Hello, Wazza. What's up, 64? No, just kidding. Welcome. What's up, Wazza? You like spinning drives? Is that in a Camaro or a Ford? Oh, never mind. That's a different drive. Okay.
I have tons of these things, and I have no reason to dispose of any of them.
Okay. Good day, Wazza. How are you? Are you new to the stream? Are you a newbie? This stream's for you. Like this bud's for you. The commercial, I'm hearing something like some kind of machinery. Is that Switch making his food?
I don't know what he was doing. I thought he was looking for his cat for a minute. Also, I seen the back of his chair.
Yeah.
He's gone to make some more soda again.
We're back to cooking with Toss.
That's right. Mate and meatballs, yes.
Sounds like a blender.
I know. Trying to make girl, you have OS installed, NVMe, and home on your HDD. You also have it's HDD, the NVMe with OPP from MIT with OCD.
Now it's wrapping with Toss.
Yeah, I know. It's Switch making ice cream. Yes, it is. Well, he needs to warm up for it tonight with ice cream.
One thing I can say is I'm having much better luck with the Samsung SSD than the Western Digital one that I was using. I don't have as many Linux crashes, or hardly any at all since I switched.
Okay. Hello, Jan Lopez. How are you? Welcome. Again, if we have any newbies watching, you need to ask a question. That's why I jumped on tonight. I could have been out playing in the snow, but no. There is no snow. It's been raining.
Old man winter's been good to you.
We've been super lucky. I mean,
Yeah,
I've had a
been
shovel
lucky
once. Yeah.
We've been lucky here in Michigan too. We just got what
Have
we
you?
deserved today.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's been raining, and if it freezes in the morning, I know it's going to be bad. So
We get that lake effect stuff from Lake Michigan.
someone on Facebook, it was cute. Someone on Facebook posted a 2-minute video compilation of, and it was like why people in Canada need universal health care, and they were all sliding on the ice trying to clean off their car, walk their dog, flipping and sliding breakdown. So that's breakdancing, huh? But it made me laugh. Peabody, you're running a Samsung 970 Evo. Okay, it's fast, very good. Yes, Gates has turned off the ionosphere heaters for a change. He has. Yeah. Yeah, if this rain freezes in the morning, it looks like it will. I'll turn on the news, and I'm sure the tow trucks will be busy tomorrow. you know. Skybear likes it ice cream pistachio flavored. Very good. Nice.
I might have to go stir my ice cream.
There's a job for your Raspberry Pi.
I want you to make Switch. I want you one night actually show us how to make that seltzer water thingy, compressed air thingy. You know.
What do you mean, make? Like, how does it work? Or?
Yeah. Physically show us.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I'll go grab it. I need to store ice cream anyway.
Okay. See, I was going to say, I'm hoping it malfunctions, like it takes off or something. And the cat goes, meow. Just kidding. It would be kind of funny, though, I know.
He's a chemist by trade, I think.
Yeah.
I can imagine his apartment is just full of beakers and
I think of Doctor from Back to the Future with all the the doctor with all the stuff in the garage or whatever. Yeah.
Well, he claims he's got degrees in chemistry.
Yeah, he claims.
I believe him. He certainly sounds knowledgeable.
I believe him too.
Yes, Joel, it does get cold in Russia. Yep, I don't want to go to Russia in the winter, comrade.
I'm thinking about mounting my Raspberry Pi on the wall and connecting it to my TV and have a wireless keyboard and mouse.
There's an idea. You can put Cody on it.
Well, I need to get something to drink. I'll be right back. Speaking of food.
I just realized the Raspberry Pis have a Broadcom chip.
They do?
Boy.
Yeah.
Does it work?
At least the Raspberry Pi 3. Mine works fine, actually. I have a Kano coding computer that my grandparents got me for Christmas. I think it was last year, 2017 Christmas. And then, it came with a Raspberry Pi 2 or 3, and it had the Kano OS on an 8 gig SD card, and I learned to code a little bit on there, but it wasn't where I learned how to HTML code. But so I took the SD card out of that, and I took the little mount for it off the bottom of the Raspberry Pi, and I put both of those on the Raspberry Pi, and I put the SD card in it, and it worked fine on my Raspberry Pi, but I've got a 16 gig SD card that I'm going to use for this.
Well, that's why you should probably put Raspbian on it. It probably has the
that's why
driver.
Well, Switch, I got Kroger seltzer water, so yeah.
All right, y'all are making me thirsty. I'm going to get some water.
Yeah. If Kroger would like to sponsor the next live show, I love Kroger seltzer water. Yeah.
Kroger is like the Cadillac of grocery stores.
Yeah, I think they're the largest, one of the largest.
They're all over the place here.
They're within walking distance, so yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, it's Dr. Evil.
All right.
Dr. Evil.
I love it when Switch brings props to the
Alright, so what we're doing here, so this is the device. I can use this to make sodas, or I usually just use seltzer waters.
Okay.
So if you do sodas, there's a company in St. Louis called Rio, where you can get like 70 different flavors of soda syrup concentrates. And they're really cheap, and it's really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bottle of water down about there. And we need a little bit of room for air, and I'm going to add some flavor. And hopefully I don't spill this water. I chose.
Would it be dangerous to put the cat on the desk next to that thing?
Probably. All right. So what I do is I use essential oil. So this is just some basic orange essential oil. So depending on the strength, you do anywhere from 2 to 4 or 5 drops. This stuff I found 4 or 5 works best. 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of orange essential oil. All right.
Carbonated Saturday Linux, yeah.
We don't want it to become unstable.
Yes.
So then what we're going to do is, this is a special pressurizing cap. So it's a push pin cap. So there's a heavy duty spring on the cap of this that will be pushed down. And then I want to get as much air out of the bottle as possible. So I'm not going to turn that yet. I'm going to squeeze that until there's just enough air.
Mm-hmm.
So See, our bottles looks like this.
Okay.
Be
And
careful,
then-
Tom.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. All right.
You should be wearing like safety goggles or something.
Yeah, this is generally safe. So do not try this at home. I do actually have a doctorate in chemistry. All right, so this is just a 5-pound CO2 tank, which if you have a tank already, it actually only costs you like $10 to $15 to exchange one. The tank itself costs about $80. So your first time of putting this together, it's a little bit more expensive. And then it basically just has this guy here is a pressurizing cap that you would get at any brewery. What it's going to have is the tank PSI over on this side, and this is the distributing PSI. So sodas are pressurized at about 55 PSI. So that's what we're going to be shooting for 55 there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tap that guy on. Hopefully the bottle doesn't blow up. There says a little crease.
Oh, jeez. Watch you have a live accident.
I'll
have a live accident, and then YouTube will ban me for a prank. You know.
So
That'd be funny if it went.
Controls the amount of control that goes up into the control arm. So this is the one that controls the flow that goes back and forth. So when I turn this on, you're going to see this dial shoot up, and this dial should shoot up.
How do you know when to stop?
It doesn't really matter when it's kind of done.
It shot up all right. It's
this guy shoots up. This guy will shoot up all the way. That's just fine. This guy here tells me the tank is still at 500 psi, so I probably still have about 300, 400 more bottles I can make, which is what makes this way better than a Soda Stream, which can only make like 60.
Well, if the gauge is exceeded, how much do you know you're putting in it?
Because as soon as I hit this lever switch here, this is going to pressurize the bottle, and it produces the best, amazing sound ever. Everyone quiet. Shh. Okay, so now that you'll see this gauge jot down to about 65. So now as I shake it, and that did exactly why I chose this bottle. I wanted that thing to pop back out because the bottle kept falling over. So now I'm actually going to hold it kind of like this and kind of shake it upside down for about 30 seconds or so. My kind of goal is if you see this gauge on top, it's kind of teetering a little bit. When that stops teetering, this thing has all of the pressure into it that it can take. Takes about 30 seconds or so. So it's going to do this.
Steve Spence says, is this a Linux install for newbies? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's a Linux install for newbies. So by now,
Linux.
Number's still going, so we're good. We're just going to keep going.
This is how you make a wild martini.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not Tom.
Yep.
I'm going to try Integros Minimal on my Raspberry Pi. If it don't work, I'm just going to go to Raspbian. It's downloading right now.
All right, so...
Tom, be sure this is safe. All kidding aside, is this safe what you're doing?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I've only had one blow up on me, and it was an accidental. So.
Oh, God.
Don't shoot your eye out.
It'll happen tonight.
It's fairly safe. It causes a well, I did that with a soda. Oh, that was sugar everywhere.
Tom will be back Monday with an eye patch. Okay, for today, a Linux Smith with an eye.
All right, so now we're going to pop this off, guys. So it's just going to lift up because this is basic ball bearing. And then we're just going to let this sit for a few seconds. Now we're going to shut this off. I shut this off, and then I can depressurize the valve here, which I don't want to do near a computer. All right. So now that's depressurized, so everything is
safe.
Redlined.
And that's it?
That's it.
Yeah, that cap we call a quick disconnect in the hydraulic world.
Yes. Yep, that's what it's called. So now I got this, and I just want to be very, very careful because otherwise it will explode because, hey, we just basically shut the soda.
It's pressurized.
Yep. So it's, this is hardcore. So.
Okay.
And he's been shaking it all to death.
So if I took the cap off too fast, we'd get an overflow, but we're going to go nice and slow. So now we have a carbonated orange seltzer water.
And, okay. Wow.
Hey, Tom.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Tom.
Yep.
Are all essential oils safe to drink?
No.
Okay.
That went so smooth. It was kind of disappointing in the way.
Yeah. So the essential oils that would generally be safe, your citruses. Again, we are using 5 or 6 drops. Many of them, I suspect that these are not super concentrated. It says 100% orange, but I doubt it is. because a bottle like this, 2 drops should be sufficient, but it generally isn't with this. So
I'll just
lemon,
stick with sprays
lemon, orange, lime. If you can find a raspberry, any of your fruits are going to be safe. Something like a pennyroyal would be flat out toxic. You would not want to drink that. Most of your essential oils, you probably don't want to put in these. Stick with your fruits and your citrus.
So they're super concentrated, basically.
Yeah, essential oils are extremely concentrated stuff. So it's just that, like pennyroyal itself is not particularly safe.
How long does the flavor last? Like, say you don't drink the whole bottle now. Would it stay fresh a week, a day?
Yeah. It's essential oil, so it's not going anywhere. It's not like artificial flavors that break down. These are the real things. So they never really degrade. So
and as long as you don't let the bottle go flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it goes flat, I just recarbonate it.
Oh, okay.
Jump start it.
There you go. Yep. But the Soda Stream ones you can get are good. They taste good. You use I think a quarter of a teaspoon per a 1 liter bottle. Those flavors will degrade in a fairly short period of time because they're all artificial. Okay. That's why I get the real essential oils when I can.
And you said that one tank you can make 500 bottles?
A 1 tank will make about 1,000.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I think the entire setup, the first time you buy it, I think it's maybe because you have to buy the tank, like $180. Right. After that, it's $15 to refill.
And to think we all did this without having to use Arch.
or
compile Gentoo from scratch, or Linux from scratch, really, yeah. Anyway, well, that was actually interesting, I would have to admit. Okay. Yes, I live in the Ohio Valley, Mugen. Yes, I live in Dean Martin country. He was born here. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Anyway. Probably his most famous song besides When the Arch Hits Your Eye Like a Big Buggy Eye. That's Amore. Okay. So we have 28 people watching. Any other Linux demonstrations you would like for tonight? No, seriously, if you are new watching and you do have a question about Linux, please ask. So,
what distro should I try next?
Which distro do you want to try next?
Gentoo.
Something not that hard.
What haven't you tried?
There you go. That's the better
I've tried Ubuntu, Budgie, all the flavors of Ubuntu, all the flavors of Linux Mint, and
Ask English Bob. Yeah, really.
You've tried them, or you haven't tried them?
I've tried them, and I've tried Peppermint.
Tried the new Ubuntu with the Qt environment. Check that out.
There you go.
With Ubuntu, I'll just wind up installing a different desktop environment. I don't really like.
Have you only tried Ubuntu-based or Debian-based distros, Louie?
I've tried Manjaro.
Try PC Linux OS.
Okay.
Based RPM packages. Check it out. That's something different. We don't really. That's kind of like a forgotten OS. They're based in the States, out of Texas. You want to try something different?
Yeah, Quint likes Fedora.
I know. I've tried Fedora. Yeah. It is slow as molasses. On my old computer. On my laptop, it will be fast, but I have this old Dell Optiplex 755 that I rebuilt, and it's from like 10 years ago now.
Well, yeah, you're trying to run GNOME on an old laptop. Yeah.
It's not an
make
old
the
laptop.
processor
it's got like 4
sweat.
gigs of RAM.
Q4OS, Joel mentions. I tried that thing. Is fast. Not pretty looking, but it's fast. Yep.
I like the pretty.
You can try Neptune. Neptune's a nice looking distro.
I need to be right back. I need to finish my ice cream.
Okay.
How about OpenSUSE?
There's a new Netrunner. Looks pretty slick.
I don't even know what Netrunner is.
Netrunner looks pretty sharp. I tested it. I'm going to do a report on that. It's probably one of the the nicest looking KDE desktop that I've ever tested. I think they offer Manjaro version 2, if I'm not mistaken. The one I tested was off of Debian testing. Yeah, Joel, I believe they have a rolling version. It's probably under Arch or Manjaro. Is it Arch? Okay. Well, anyway, they offer Debian testing version 2, which I guess in a way that would be rolling if it's always testing, right?
Right.
It's never finalized, so I guess that's rolling too.
It's rolling too.
Yeah. Rolling. Yeah.
Rolling down the river.
Rolling down the river. Da, 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 da. Anyway. Boston got hit too. All right.
My Raspberry Pi won't boot. When I flash the image to the SD card, it won't do nothing. On my other SD card that has Kano OS on it, it'll just fire right up. Any question? Any ideas?
I know you use Raspberry Pi, man. I know speak no Raspberry English, man. No.
I don't have any of those microcomputer Pi type things to play with.
I'll ask Tom when he
I don't know
gets
anything
back.
about those things.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to read.
I quit buying things I can't think of a purpose for.
Everybody in the chat, I'm going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. And I'm going to try to go to bed a little bit earlier tonight because I'm going to wake up in the morning and see what the weather's like.
Hopefully you'll get to play in the snow.
Well, I'd rather not. So we might do the private chat tomorrow, guys, on the smart TVs. So check your emails.
Is the private chat only for supporters?
Yeah, it's for people who support this channel either on Patreon or PayPal. That's probably the only thing I do as an extra thank you. Even though I had the community say it really wasn't necessary, but I feel like I should be doing something. But that's going to be an unlisted video, which I make public later, unless for some reason we have to keep it unlisted. That's happened to me once. I did a show on technology and opioids, and we got somewhat personal, and that will remain private. But yeah. Hello, Robert. How are you?
What time are you going to have it?
Probably in the morning, if I had to guess.
Ooh.
Probably. I'm not 100% sure. See, it's hard to pick one time zone. It's perfect for. I know Sleepy has a different time zone.
What time zone are you in?
I'm in Eastern. I'm in New York time zone, so it's 11:12. Yeah.
It's 11:12 here.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I try to do these. Like the last one I did was what was the last one I did? Last week. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Timo.
Tim.
Speaking of trying to get someone in the same time zone, private chat. Timo, yeah.
Wait.
But I try to
Tim
do
O
these at
who
different time zones so everybody gets a chance to.
Is it Tim F or Tim O who's been sick?
Tim F.
Tim F.
Okay.
Jan Tapper, welcome. Or is it Jan Tapper? It could be either way. Welcome. But yeah, just Sleepy. Then just check your emails, Dan. Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah.
It's in the morning. I mean, Steve does his streams in the morning.
Yeah. Honestly, like if I wake up and see snow, I'll be shoveling. So.
Is Steve still on?
I think Steve wakes up a bit earlier than you, Toss, on Sunday.
Well, Sunday morning's like at 8 o'clock my time. I'm in Central. It's perfect. My son's sleeping. My wife's sleeping. I got privacy. You know.
Yeah.
Well, Sundays I was doing Good Morning Linux for a while before the holidays hit. Again, for the people overseas, so it's not too late for them. Jan Tapper, Dutch greetings from Mexico City. Hola! Wow, Mexico City. Is it warm down there? Nice. Are you new to the stream? Am I saying you're right, Jan, or is it Jan? Anyway, welcome. See, I get so giddy every time I see a new name. It's like, ooh, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I'll just check your email. So, you know, then we'll do that one. The last week I only had one per. It was 2 people. I had Joe came on late. I had Matthias from Sweden, and we talked. It was interesting. He says Facebook is not popular in Sweden with the kids because the kids don't want to be on the same platform as their parents. Smart.
That's pretty bad. When all the parents are using Facebook and they know it's not a good thing to put all your information into.
So it's Jan Tapper, right? Tim, welcome. There is a famous Jan Hammer. He did the music to Miami Vice. So yeah, from Czechoslovakia. Timo, do you want to join? I was going to jump off, but for you, my friend, you're always on the road. You want to jump on? I'll stay on for a little bit longer. So Mexico City is between 20 and 23 degrees Celsius. That would be about 75 degrees. That's not
one
bad.
quarter of water boiling. So
1/4, okay.
yeah, water and Celsius water boils at 100 and freezes at 0.
You are new. Everybody, please say hello to Jan Tapper.
Oh, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Yeah, welcome.
Hi, Jan.
Yeah, you're new here. Well, this is a Linux Newbies night for anyone who has questions about Linux. If you are new to Linux, I don't know if you are, but that's why I jumped on tonight. Besides watching the, how to do your own seltzer soda at home cooking thing. But hello, KO. Jan, do you use Linux? I'm thinking of the news anchor. That's Jake Tapper, not Jan Tapper. Okay, I think. Yeah.
I was thinking
Hello,
news anchor too.
Yeah.
Hello, any new people.
You're relatively new to Linux. Which one do you use, Jan?
Hi, Jan.
And have you had any problems running it? Hello, old bow tie guy. Rosa Linux. I've heard of Rosa Linux. I have not tried it. Jan, you have Ubuntu and Mint running with Kubuntu desktop. Nice. Okay. Okay. You're gonna watch.
Has anyone tried
okay.
Baron OS?
Once.
Yes, I tried it not too long ago.
I thought it looked
decent?
nice. I thought it looked sharp.
It is nice. I think it's cinnamon with new theming.
It on the fast look that Pizza Loving Nerd did. It actually is based on Kubuntu because it says install Kubuntu for the installer. I saw it. It's based on Kubuntu 1804.
Jan said this is an Ubuntu free chat. No.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
This
Ubuntu is actually for newbies because
This is an advanced
Ubuntu.
user free chat.
I'm an advanced user.
Okay, bye.
Okay, never mind. I didn't say that.
Ron, you're fairly new to Linux, I think you're saying. Okay. Has it worked out for you? Boy, Switch must be really eating his ice cream.
Yeah.
I would too. Jan says 25 years experience with computing, no real problems. Had issues with NVIDIA drivers. Yeah, those graphics drivers in Linux. I know.
Is anyone doing an after show after the stream?
I'm going to go after bed after the show. After
Same
this.
mattress.
Yeah.
I'm
Same
talking
mattress.
about like anyone else.
Not that we know of.
No.
Yeah, probably not tonight, young man.
No, going to bed here shortly. Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the late show with Toss.
Yeah, I do the later ones Friday nights when I do them late, but not usually Saturday. Yeah. I want to feel refreshed for Steve's stream tomorrow. Hey, Stevie boy! Hey.
Yeah, I gotta be at work in the morning, so I can't stay up too late. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Steve, are you still on?
Robert, printer issues. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, it's what 10:19 where you live, so it's not too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve,
Yes, sir.
are you doing a stream on Hangouts tomorrow?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Can I join later tomorrow?
We'll see.
Okay. There's not gonna be any background noise because my actual mic broke, so I can't move it around or anything.
Printers, I recommend HP. I've had the best luck with printers in general, or Epson. Ron says, "Hi, Toss worked out really well. Have it deployed on 18 PCs. Mix of Mint and Debian 9 Q4 OS. Wow, that's a mixture."
Robert Lopez, you're gonna want to install HP Lip. The
Yes.
HP. It's a dream with HP printers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you plug them in. I have a brother multi printer, and it took a little bit with the drivers, but you get them right from brother, and it works fine. The real
You have
cool
an
thing is when I
all-in-one?
installed the Chromium OS, it picked up the printer right away, and I didn't have to install any other drivers to it. It printed. I
Steve,
did a
how's-
test print.
How's Chromium OS?
I'm sorry, what, Louie?
How's Chromium OS?
Actually, I surprisingly like it. I mean, it's different, but
I use
the more I
Chrome
play
OS.
with it, it just was. Once I got past some issues with installing it, it was a dream to kind of set up. You had to figure out though about the drivers in that. The first thing I did was, look at a YouTube video, and it didn't want to play, and you had to go into settings to have it download. Flash,
drivers?
proprietary
Oh yeah, Flash.
video drivers and that. Outside of that, I could see why people like it. It boots
I
up
think
incredibly quick and shuts down even faster.
I think I'm gonna try it because I'm used to Chrome OS because we use them on the Chromebooks at my school.
So the school has Chromebooks. Okay. Do they work okay?
They're fine.
Okay. Ron says you like the Holy Grail is to find a Debian-based XFCE that plays nice with CPU utilization on lower-end laptops. Second, third gen Intel CPUs, ThinkPads for 25. Yeah, it should not be a problem. I don't think
Like
so.
MX Linux, you know.
Yeah, ThinkPads
There is,
are pretty nice. Yeah.
There is a sweet area in kernels where you find just the right kernel that works with your CPU microcode, and that's the one you want to keep because it'll perform the best with your RAM.
All right, here's the thing for newbies. Speaking of kernels, okay, Linux, and I was corrected in the past, and I still say Linux OS, but Linux in and of itself is not an operating system. It's a kernel. Now, for a newbie, what's a kernel? Think of it as you are on a bridge. On the north side of the bridge is the hardware. On the south side of the software. You need something. How do you marry the two? And that's the Linux kernel. That's the bridge. So there you go.
Oh,
so it's Linux-based system technically.
I just got Raspbian downloaded. It's flashing to the SD card now.
Okay. Joel, this is a Trump-free zone.
Okay, I actually gotta go for real this time.
All right, take care, Louie.
Okay, bye.
Y'all want to try Debian rolling? I don't know. You mean Debian unstable? It's going to be unstable. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they usually test their own stuff as well, so it might not work. It might break now and then.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried unstable. I've done testing, and stable is just like it says. It is stable. But yeah, unless you want to tinker, then that's fine. Then you can use Arch for that matter. You know. Hello, White Chocolate. I haven't tried Bunsen Lab, Joel. Anybody tried? I'm sorry, Bunsen Lab. Yeah, I haven't tried
I
that.
think they did it a couple of weeks back on Big Daddy Linux. I know Joe Panico tried to. I guess there could be some issues, or it takes a little bit to get it installed. But Joe said he liked it. I believe.
Okay. Okay. Joel, you're watching too much, man.
Has anybody seen? I was looking through some videos tonight, and you know, Kerry Holtzman. He does all that Windows repair stuff and that.
Yeah, he from his kitchen or
yeah.
something.
Supposedly got raided, but you don't see any of it in the video.
He got raided.
Yeah, I got SWAT. So I don't know what something.
That's
He got
weird.
raided by the government.
By police, by SWAT. They were under the impression that maybe him and his household were in trouble.
I've seen some of his videos. He's just talking about hard drives and how to install RAM and how to remove a power supply. I don't know.
Yeah, it's basic hardware stuff, and he
if
does
that's-
it
if
over
that-
with a different twist every time he does a video.
If that happened, then they made a big mistake. From what I see, I don't know. Fumatic drivers, Robert. Fumatic driver. What's Fumatic drivers?
Fumatic drivers.
Fumatic drivers. Okay. Is that drivers who don't know how to? People who don't know how to drive? I don't know. Enjoy your weekend till 164. Your wife is taking you for a walk. Okay, I won't go there. Well, have fun. Okay. All right. Anything else? Because it's almost 11:30. It was great. It was great seeing new people on here. By the way,
Mugen
awesome.
says the open box is a pain for newbies. Now, when I first tried it, it was confusing, but once I learned how to use it, you could open an app in literally 2 clicks or less with the right.
It's fast.
button.
It is fast. Yeah.
You don't even have to use the whisker menu. It's like
That is
boom, bang, and you're there.
Or bada boom, bada bing, and it's there. I know.
Yeah, that's the thing I love the best about Manjaro and MX Linux.
Yeah. When they work, it is fast. Yep.
But it could be confusing for a newbie right out of the box. But once he plays with it, he's pretty cool, man. Windows don't do this.
Yeah. So how's the ice cream switch?
Very good. Very good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad someone enjoyed their evening.
Hey,
Is that your nightcap?
That's his nightcap. Yeah.
I didn't even really have much. I had just a little bit that wouldn't fit in my container. But, you know, mint chocolate chip ice cream is generally a good day. So.
There you go.
But,
Kenny says Kerry got swatted by a stalker.
Oh.
That's exciting.
Wow. Is that what happened?
Got swatted by a stalker. Wow. Now, as many people as watch his channel, I can see him having somebody stalk him. Because I did watch a couple of his channels, man, and his viewer count was like up at 600-700 viewers.
Well, he has, I think, 100,000, 200,000 followers, so that sounds about right. Yeah,
and that's kind of nuts for a show just about hardware.
Well, he's tapped into people who either are curious or just want to do their own repairs. He has a non-threatening way, user-friendly personality, as it were, and he's clicked. He's clicked with a certain audience, and he seems to know what he's doing.
Well, I got kind of a tiff with him and one other guy that usually hangs out on the Linux side. When we brought up the word Linux, he got all bent out of shape.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, Kerry, when the Windows had that fiasco, with the October edition, and he was blaming on the users. It was the users' fault because they initiated the install.
I didn't see that one. Okay.
Yeah, he basically told everybody that the Linux community has their own self-supporting community and they take care of each other.
We do.
Yeah.
I didn't see that part, but no, he definitely knows his Windows. That's for sure. From what I've seen, I mean, I've seen odds and ends of what he does, but that's all I know about. I haven't conversed with him or anything, who's new that I kind of like is Chris Titus Tech. He's somewhat new.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to get him on the show. He's been distro hopping, so he'll probably have some gray hairs by the end of the month.
Yeah, he did he came home from a party and did an Arch install in VirtualBox, a little bit inebriated. And his wife was like on the side, and you see her hand come out. She throwing hats at him and that.
I think he did an open box thing, part 1 open box, and he has a thumbnail. Open box, and then by part 5, open box, like this, It's pretty funny. So yeah,
It's about how I feel.
yeah, really, yeah. He was like, okay,
Give me a desktop environment any day.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he challenges himself to use a distro like once a week or so, and like,
I think he's fairly new to the Linux. I think he's doing what I did years ago.
He's new to the Linux desktops. He's been a server admin for a good couple.
That's it. Yeah, he's the Linux
so
desktop.
He knows his way around Linux, just not the desktops.
Okay. Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. We'll have to get him on one of these Life in Linux shows, maybe, Tom.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, get a different perspective. But
when we get one on,
when we get one on, I know.
I don't know. I may or may not be around tomorrow. I'm not sure tomorrow.
Don't worry about it. I don't know what the weather's going to be at. It's a crazy weekend, but
yeah, the weather's still going nuts outside.
Yeah,
here.
we may still get something, but I think it won't be as bad as what they predicted. If anything, it'll be if the rain freezes here, then it will be bad. But it'll be a different kind of bad. So yeah.
We're snowing now. We're supposed to move to rain, and then it's going to stop, and then it's going to freezing rain, and then it's going to snow, and then it's going to stop. What?
Yeah. Kerry does not like Linux because he says he can't make money supporting it. Well, Linux is generally okay. It's generally not a profitable subject. We'd have to agree there.
You can make money supporting it.
Well, I mean, like us. I don't mean companies like Canonical, or I mean like what me and Tom do. Right? It's not a profitable, at least not yet. But no, I mean like Canonical, sure, but they do server more than like desktop stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
well, but I mean anybody. If you install Linux on a machine for somebody and you maintain it and you charge them for the maintenance,
right?
I mean,
it's not a lot different than what I do and a lot of other things. In fact, there's some clients I have that I maintain Nextcloud installs. It wouldn't be a lot different doing Linux maintenance.
Yeah, I have a few clients. Huge. I've done Windows, and they really have no desire. These are like older retired folks who don't want to learn anything new. So I've done some Windows work for them, and I completely understand. But generally speaking, for what we do, it's not Linux is not profitable. Yeah, but look, that may change. If Linux jumps up to like 25% market share, that might change everything. So. It was funny. I was reading up on Lady Gaga. She mentioned Ubuntu like 6-7 years ago. Supposedly, the market share of Linux went from 2% to 7%. Oh, there you go.
I believe it. She has a big audience. If she can, if like half of her fans decide I'm going to use Ubuntu because Lady Gaga uses Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Imagine the spike.
Let's get Lady Gaga on Life and Linux. I mean,
and Ubuntu is like the gateway Linux, thing.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll ask Stephanie. Maybe she's worked with Lady Gaga. Maybe she can ask her to come on. Yeah, Stephanie's traveled the world singing. Maybe she knows her personally. That'd be awesome. Joel, you need to stop. You need to chill, bro. Okay, chill. Jeez. Jan says, I'm curious now that it's hugely announced that Windows 7 only supported one more year. Yeah, what would be the go-to distro for getting into Linux?
Okay.
Ubuntu, Mint, both of those are good.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mint's going to give people the most user-friendly idea because I mean,
I'll be
the latest release they did just like Windows.
All right, Benjamin. Yeah.
All right, I might come back. I gotta feed the baby.
Go. Yeah, if not, I understand. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Ben.
Windows 7 reaches EOL, we will all get the Linux influx. Well, some people may. I don't know. I don't know.
There's going to be people that would just keep running it even without updates, and that they won't care. I mean, how many ran XP afterwards? And
yeah. It will be curious to see once Windows 10 is officially done. At least for the freebie side, you can still pay to get extended support. What will happen? I kind of miss Windows 7 in a way. I found it to be easier, well, not easy, but more fun to use than Windows 10. But I don't know. I don't know what bump will go to Linux from Windows 7 users. That I don't know. But we'll see. You like Cinnamon and KDE for DE? Okay, Jan. Yep. All right, I really do need to get to bed. 5-minute call, last call for comments, and then time for St. Mattress. Yeah.
Toss is starting to fade.
Yeah, I went out to a local place with my boy. I had one of those specialty burgers. It wasn't very good. Kind of like, well. Anyway, Ron, you run solitary XP PC at work behind 2 firewalls, as you need Adobe apps to play about twice a month. Oh, okay. Good night, Robert. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Yep.
Register systems at work still use XP.
I remember GOS, Joel. Yeah, that was like 10 years ago, I think. I think Walmart tried to market that GOS, if I'm not mistaken. Rings a bell. Have a safe weekend, Skybear. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by.
If you're using XP, you have no need to use it to get on the internet, because I could not find an internet browser that would work on today's system with XP.
Okay, let me since we're almost ready for Betty Bye, at least I am. Let me go to some oddball news here real quick. Have some fun. Driver who tried to destroy a 9-foot snowman rams car into the stump at the snowman's base.
Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah, I bet the driver was taking some snow. I bet some white stuff. Yeah, what are people thinking? A Florida woman attacked by aggressive otter. Oh, says severe bites left her temporarily unable to walk. Why would the otter attack her?
What was she
Interesting.
doing wrong?
I don't know. A Michigan man, Dan. A Michigan man. There you go. Give me an M. Give me an no. But a Michigan man playing hide and seek in the abandoned Detroit factory dies. May have fallen down an elevator shaft. Why would you want to play hide and? Whatever.
I can understand it. There's a lot of old buildings in Detroit that are just abandoned like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, it's pretty bad up there. All those dilapidated buildings, especially there. Is it in Flint? That's pretty bad. Or
well, Detroit, the outside the downtown area's got a lot of bad neighborhoods. Not even in parts of the downtown area. There's some really old buildings.
Okay.
They're just there with nobody in them.
Okay. An egg. An egg beats out Kylie Jenner for most liked Instagram photo. Okay. A Walmart bans woman who rode cart while drinking wine from Pringles can. That's pretty. That's pretty entertaining.
Was that featured on People of Walmart?
That's what it is. I have no idea, but that's pretty funny. Hey, these Pringles are good. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, one more, then I'm done. Watch two adorably clueless teens 17, baffled by a rotary phone. Hey, Joey, look at this. What's this? It's a bomb. It's ticking.
You're arming it.
Buy one of those handsets and plug it into your phone, your cell phone.
Yeah. Jeffrey says, thanks for a great show. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. It was my pleasure to entertain you guys. So, yeah, I think that's it. It is 11:40 p.m. local. Steve, you're on tomorrow morning. I may jump on and say hello.
Okay.
Well, I hope we were able not to scare too many new users tonight. So anyway, for the people who watch this on replay tomorrow and you are new and could not ask a question, please do, and I'll try to answer it. One of us will try to answer it for you. So yeah. Great to see you too, Ron. Thank you.
Did you get your tea situation straightened out?
I bought Lipton tea. It says loose tea. I opened it up, and I swear my first was doing, should I snort this?
Said roll it.
So you need to get like a strainer and a thingy like you make coffee. Anyway, I know what it's like, but I just want the tea bags, man.
They don't make the tea bags anymore.
That sucks. So I know, Joe, you mentioned something else. I'm willing to try anything with tea bags. Even Walmart, great value. They call it
corporate cutbacks, but
God.
the bag is.
Jeez.
I'm missing something here. You bought tea. Was it the loose leaf tea?
Yeah. It says loose tea. I want the tea
You should still be able to
bags.
get it in bags.
No, Lipton doesn't make it anymore.
Bags
they
sold
do.
separately.
I'm pretty. I mean, it's just that getting your loose leaf tea is the big hip trendy thing now, and
It's
so
too much freaking work. That's what it is, you know.
See if Amazon stocks it.
yeah. I mean, I know I can get it in my stores, so you
Well,
should.
I tried Kroger's, which is the biggest. I tried Walmart. They don't have. Now there's like off brands or like different brands. I may try one of those.
It's like buying shoes and not getting shoestrings with it.
I know, really.
What type of tea is it? Is it just standard black?
Lipton, regular, whatever. It wasn't
go
like
with-
the green tea or no. It was just regular tea. Yeah.
Go with Red Rose. I'm sure that Red Rose won't jump on that. You can get those anywhere else. It's
I'd have to look. I don't think I saw Red Rose, but
Yeah.
I'll have to look. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Jan. Yeah, I know, Joe. You mentioned some other tea. Yeah, I'm not a tea connoisseur. I just like to drink it every once in a while. You know.
Yeah, and the bag makes it quick, easy, and simple.
It is. I mean, with the loose tea, you gotta wait 2 minutes to boil and strain it. I mean, it's just give me the bag. You know
You throw the cup with the bag in it in the microwave, and voila! In about a minute and a half, you have tea.
It's like that expression. Hey, it's in the bag. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Or give me a choice. You want one you snort or one that you just put the bag in? Which one do you want? You know. I open it up. I swear to God, I feel like I should be wrapping it into a joint or something, and you know. Oh my. All right, gentlemen, thank you. So yeah, if I schedule a private stream tomorrow, check your emails and we'll go from there. But if I have to shovel 10 feet of snow, then forget about it. So, but I think it'll be just ice.
We might have to shovel 10 feet of snow. You never know.
Well, you're in the snow belt, and I'm like halfway, depending where depending where the jet stream. Someone explained to me years ago, it all depends on the jet stream. Okay.
It does.
It really does, and apparently for us today, it jetted north versus south. I don't know. But yeah, if that ice freezes or that rain freezes, man, oh God, look out. I got a friend of mine, he runs a local like a repair shop, body shop. He's always busy, always. The last when it snowed, the rain we had, it was like he had to deal with 9 wrecks in one day. So he's always busy, bless his heart. So, you know.
Ouch.
Yeah. So, but he knows what he's doing.
Can't find any help.
I think it's family owned. He has a couple people that he trusts, but he does not just American cars, but he'll do like Jaguar if he can get the parts, BMW. He'll do like exotic car. Maybe he should stop doing those. But He looked like he was burned out.
I know dealerships around here are just crying for even the low level mechanics.
Yeah. Well, he's had the business a long time. I mean, I trust him, and I never had a problem. But yeah, this time of year, it's he's busy. He's
with
busy.
your weather, guys, I hope no one gets hurt as well.
Yeah, really. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'll catch you on the next stream. Have a good night.
Thank
Okay.
you, Thomas.
Thank you. Okay.
Have a good night.
Arrivederci. Thank you.
Night,
Bye bye.
guys.
In your room.
Bye,
Thanks.
everyone.
See ya.
Yep. Bye bye.
See ya. Take care.